Hi, Esther. Okay, I'm gonna do your 15-minute healing now. So, you shared quite a unique life experience, and where you're at right now, you're dealing with some panic attacks, anxiety disorder issues. So, we're gonna focus on that. You also had questions about how to manifest abundance. So you've had quite a life experience that's been very challenging for you. And now here we are. And so we're going to enter into you for 15 minutes and see what we find, okay? So to help you with all of this, help you with memories, bad memories, help transform your experience of life. So I'm just relaxing and we'll see what happens. There's instantly a giant flower coming out of the ground right beneath your feet. It's matte black in color. Its petals are. It's kind of a tropical looking flower. It's absolutely massive. It's way bigger than any normal flower. It's huge. It's like I don't know how big that is. Like the size of a trampoline or something. And it just I'm watching it. It's right at your feet. You're standing there looking down at the flower, and I'm also looking at it too. I am inspired to pick this flower. There's something I say, I love this flower. It's a beautiful flower. I even smell it. The thing is there's something not right about this because I know the flower is a reflection of pain or suffering. So pain or suffering that is influencing me to think that it is beautiful and worthy of my attention. It is not. Even when I smell it, there's no fragrance that I'm really experiencing here, but I seem to feel like it is fragrant or of my liking. At the same time, I feel like destroying it really badly. But yet, if I destroy it, then there's some part of me that feels I just will hang on to it and we'll just leave it like this because I'm used to this. I keep looking at it, I keep adoring it. I've been looking at it for a very long time. I even spin it in my fingers. It's thriving. It was picked a long time. It's like we pick it now, but I'm seeing time passing, although it's past time. It's your life history to the point where we picked it. But yet it was picked a long time ago, and yet it was only picked moments ago, and it's been picked for a long time. It's not withering. It's not withering at all. It's just an odd reflection about time right now. They're saying let it go. And so I'm letting it go, and the breeze is actually lifting this flower up and away from me. And as it lifts it further away from me, it just shrinks down in size and it's not as valuable or important as it once was. They're talking about memories, letting the old memories go. This feels a lot better for me. It's amazing how that one moment in your spiritual atmosphere can do such a huge it's like I just put your car through the car wash just doing that. Simple thing. But that was a big thing because your attention it's been a part of your attention for a long time without the right sort of recipe to let it go properly. Telling you this energy work is really good for you. It was really good that you chose to give this gift to yourself because this gift alone proves that you are ready to let go of the experience, the bad memories that have even manifested these challenges for you. You're ready to heal now, is what they say. This action is a reflection of your choice to let go and heal now. Therefore, you are going to start experiencing profound healing now in your life because it is time. So let's see what happens next. They are showing me a father figure. He just sort of I can't understand the image just yet. It's like there's a young girl in a rocking chair. He's come up from behind her and just bumps into the chair, but there's no violence as of yet, but I can tell there's an aggressive nature about him. He leaves her alone, but she doesn't feel safe or secure at this young age, and that's not healthy for her development into an adult mind. they're saying that is where this comes from, is this feeling of not feeling security and love through love, seeing love around you. And then it creates the development of this experience as an adult. I mean, you're holding on to, it's like a stuffed animal that helps create comfort, because this is love in your arms here that is holding you and understands how you feel. Children and their emotions that they share with their stuffed animals, it's like their stuffed animals know exactly how they feel because they're reflections of themselves, and it creates comfort for them. And she's feeling comforted by this. She feels every time he comes around her, she just gets kind of tense and isn't sure what he's going to do. But he never actually, he just really violates her space just with his very contaminating energy. And it's hard for me. I feel gross around him. I don't want to breathe in his energy. He just makes me feel uncomfortable. He's inspired some things out of you. They're saying the word promiscuity, or sexual behavior at a young age, because of this need to find comfort through that version of love, which you told me that did take place. And they're showing how it grew from your experiences at a young age. That was part of this development. They're saying you need to know this stuff, because having somebody help you understand this is going to help you release it too, because I'm able to see and understand this. It literally was a flower that grew from the start at a young age, and these feelings of sort of just not having the security, and the way this man, his energy is very, you don't know what he's gonna do kind of feeling. But he never does. He just blasts you with his energy, but he doesn't actually I don't see him do anything violent towards you. And that just develops you. So the flower is growing larger. It helps develop you into looking for different versions of love that help heal that. And it's not healing it correctly. So let's see what else they say. We're watching the flowers sort of spinning in the sky and going up higher and higher. There's an airplane that brushes past it and it spins some more. Look how far away we are getting this flower from you. The more you let it go, the more you accept that it wasn't right, that it didn't feel right, and accept all of the memories, the more the flower just goes further and further away and is no longer something you're focusing your attention on. And now you're focusing your attention on yourself and your needs. They're saying that it's very important that you know and acknowledge that you are today, in this now moment, starting to care about your needs in the correct way. And that is also proof that you've let go of this and are letting go of it and letting it go further away. And you're actually going to start feeling like you're thriving in ways you're not familiar with, because you are healing that past. Let's see what else. I'm releasing a rod of, this is a metallic rod. It's coming out of your female womb space, just out of the front of you, just coming out like that. It's just pain coming out of there. I mean, I just feel like, beating or violent energy taking place into that space. It just wasn't deserved at all. I'm just ushering the energy to come out that wasn't deserved, is not kind to your divine feminine expression. We just welcome it out of there. We just keep pulling it out. So we're just welcoming it out of there. We're encouraging it to be removed from your female womb. And women who've gone through versions of very intense suffering. It's just very painful memories. Oftentimes they've stored in their female womb. That it always shows that. Because it was damage to your divine feminine reflection. It was not kind to the development of your natural emotions, natural feminine instincts. All of that were transformed or altered in a way that wasn't healthy and nurturing for you. And so it stores pain in there. But it really keep emphasizing beating of the female womb. I mean, some sort of violent action or energy towards there. And so we're just welcoming it out. We just keep. So how we welcome it out is we share loving energy with your body, and loving energy that helps push out what is no longer needed for you. I see there's some sort of sexual action going on. It's a man in sort of a sexual way. I'm just trying to watch. I feel like there's something gross there's something that is not balanced about this. It's sort of like, what are his needs, not what are your needs? And it's very overwhelming, and it's not right. And I'm just watching the wisdom take place. The interaction is sexual, man and then woman. The woman is you, and he is only thinking about himself right now. I'm encouraging you to say what your needs are to him, and that you're not feeling warm, you're not feeling balanced love from this, and it's not the right time for you right now. And it feels very hard. I mean, I feel like crying, but I'm not going to. But I feel like I want to say something, but I can't seem to say anything. So but you can say something. I'm welcoming you to say, you know what, if it isn't right, if it doesn't feel right, you have a right to say it's not feeling right now. I'm sorry, I'm trying to heal right now, and this isn't the right healing for me. This is the right healing for you, but this isn't the right healing for me. And I really need somebody to nurture my feelings, because they've really been hurt in this lifetime. They've been hurt really, really bad. And I just need you to relate to that. And I'm sorry if that means you need to be patient. I just need you to just not do this with me right now. So, but the thing is so he seems to relate to you're not having it, but you're not saying no to him yet. And so he himself is starting to wonder what this is about. He's starting to acknowledge that he wants to create a balance with you. But he just can't seem to honor it yet. And you seem to get really, really close to the bed, like really trying to get smaller and smaller away from him, as the language of saying no without actually speaking no. So you're just trying to shrink down in size in order to say no through your actions, but not actually speaking no, which he needs the language to relate or understand properly. I mean, this is a bedroom setting. This is not just a really raunchy location. This isn't. It's almost like that. I'm just going with this. I'm just saying it's a bedroom. It looks like a family home, and so. I mean, you're screaming now. You're getting smaller and smaller, and inside you're screaming. But yet you haven't said no yet. They're talking about it is so important for you to start learning how to share how you feel inside. When you were a child, you were harmed very badly because of this father figure was damaging to you emotionally. It just made you vulnerable, it made you insecure, it made you all these things. So now it suppresses your ability to have a voice now as an adult. You have to learn how to choose to make a noise or make a sound. If something doesn't feel right, don't scream in your head. Don't try and get smaller as the right language. Actually say, no, I can't do it. Just whatever you have to do, say, no, I can't do it. You deserve to say no when no is the right words to say, okay? So you acknowledge that it has to do with sexuality. It really has to do with your sexuality. And it has to do with you identifying that there's a moment or experience that is making your feminine side feel like just violated. And even if it isn't intended to be that way, it feels that way for you because of what you've been through in your life. And so you have to just take a break and put, your foot down and just say, I'm trying to work on healing my past, and I have to say no right now. But that doesn't mean I'm going to say no later. But right now, I really need you to back off. And no is the language. I am sorry, but no, I can't right now. That's what they're saying. And it really they keep emphasizing it has to do with your sexuality. And it has to do with speaking up for what your needs are, your emotional needs as a woman. And not being afraid to acknowledge that you have a right to say no, because you're not the child anymore. You're the adult now. As the adult, you can be heard in ways that sometimes children don't get heard, but you can be heard now. And they're saying you're going to be able to do this. This is just stepping stones, one step at a time. And by finding your voice, the healing for you is going to be extraordinary. So just whatever you can do to get out a no, or even if it's like a no, like a scream out of nowhere, and you just push somebody and it's like, okay, I know that was a little bit wild there, but whatever you can do to make the sound happen. You have to make the sound happen. Maybe it's a tiny sound, maybe it's a big sound, but it has to come out, okay? Because when it comes out, now you're hearing yourself, acknowledging that you are honoring your physical needs by saying no. So you're going to be working on this. It's kind of a baby steps type of thing, but you're going to make amazing strides by focusing on listening to the body. When the body feels scared or intimidated, just say, you know what, my body doesn't feel right about this. I'm going to honor my body and I'm going to say no. And then I'm going to go to a place where I can rest and be at peace. You actually can alter the experience of the anxiety by letting the body tell you when it's scared, and then not pushing it and saying, no, we need to keep going. Just saying, I need to back off from this, and I'm going to say no, and I'm going to be honoring and respectful towards my body because your body deserves it. It's going through a transition of what was the memories that created this now moment, and now we heal all the memories by honoring the needs of the body, okay? So, okay, Esther, that is your spiritual healing for today. So thank you very much for connecting with me, and I hope this has been helpful for you. And for those of you in the audience, if you're interested in experiencing spiritual healing with me or psychic reading, you may do so by visiting my website at abbynormalswisdomquest.com. Thank you for watching.